Mirror neurons, the hidden architecture of human empathy. In the intricate theater of the human brain, where billions of neurons fire in silent synchrony, there exists a remarkable class of cells that may hold the key to one of our most defining traits, empathy. Known as mirror neurons, these specialized brain cells blur the boundary between action and observation, self and other, perception and understanding. First discovered in the early 1990s, mirror neurons have since become one of the most fascinating and debated topics in modern neuroscience. The story begins in Parma, Italy, where a team of researchers led by neuroscientist Giacomo Rizzolatti made an unexpected observation while studying the brains of macaque monkeys. The scientists were investigating motor neurons, cells responsible for planning and executing movement. However, during the experiment, they noticed something unusual. Certain neurons fired not only when a monkey grasped an object, but also when it observed a human performing the same action. It was as if the monkey's brain was internally mirroring the behavior it saw. This discovery suggested that the brain does not merely record the external world passively. Instead, it actively simulates the actions of others, creating an internal representation that may help us understand intentions, predict behavior, and even share emotions. In humans, mirror neurons are believed to exist in areas such as the premotor cortex and the inferior parietal lobule, regions associated with movement, perception, and social cognition. But what makes mirror neurons so compelling is not just their role in action recognition. Their implications extend into the deeply human realm of emotional connection. When you see someone smile, wince in pain, or shed a tear, your brain may activate similar neural patterns as if you were experiencing those emotions yourself. This neural resonance could form the biological basis of empathy, the ability to feel what others feel. Consider a simple example: watching a film. When a character reaches out to embrace a loved one, your brain subtly echoes that gesture. When they suffer loss, you may feel a tightening in your chest. These responses are not purely abstract or intellectual, they are embodied, grounded in neural processes that bridge the gap between observer and participant. Mirror neurons may also play a crucial role in learning. Much of human knowledge is acquired not through direct instruction, but through imitation. Children learn to speak, gesture, and interact socially by observing those around them. The mirror neuron system may provide the neurological foundation for this kind of observational learning, allowing us to internalize and reproduce complex behaviors with remarkable efficiency. Yet, despite their allure, mirror neurons remain a subject of ongoing scientific debate. Some researchers argue that their role in empathy and social cognition has been overstated. Critics point out that much of the original evidence comes from animal studies, and that directly measuring mirror neuron activity in humans presents significant challenges. Others suggest that while mirror neurons may contribute to social understanding, they are only one piece of a much larger and more complex puzzle. There are also intriguing questions about how mirror neurons relate to conditions such as autism spectrum disorder, ASD. Some early theories proposed that differences in the mirror neuron system might underlie the social and communicative difficulties associated with autism. However, more recent research has painted a more nuanced picture, indicating that the relationship is far from straightforward. Beyond the laboratory, the concept of mirror neurons has captured the imagination of educators, artists, and even marketers. The idea that we are neurologically wired to resonate with others has profound implications for storytelling, performance, and communication. A powerful speech, a moving piece of music, or a compelling narrative may owe part of its impact to the brain's ability to simulate and share experience. In a world increasingly mediated by screens and digital interactions, understanding the mechanisms of empathy becomes more important than ever. If mirror neurons indeed help us connect with others, what happens when our interactions are filtered through technology? Do we lose something essential, or do our brains adapt in new and unexpected ways? Ultimately, mirror neurons invite us to reconsider what it means to be human. They suggest that our minds are not isolated islands, but deeply interconnected systems, constantly reflecting and responding to the people around us. Whether or not they fully explain empathy, they offer a powerful metaphor, and perhaps a partial mechanism, for the invisible threads that bind us together. As neuroscience continues to evolve, the mystery of mirror neurons remains both a scientific challenge and a philosophical invitation. In trying to understand how we understand others, we may come closer to understanding ourselves.